Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another classic movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, released in 1939. Directed by Alfred L. Werker, from a script by Edwin Bloom and William A. Drake. Starring Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, Ida Lupino, George Zucco, Alan Marshall, Terry Kilburn, Henry Stephenson, and E. Clive. Now, in a lot of respects, this follow-up to The Hound of the Baskervilles is equally as good in a lot of respects. Basil Rathbone is still excellent as Sherlock Holmes in this. His performance is stellar in this, as is Ida Lupino as your lead actress in the role of Anne Brandon. She is very good in this, and she is very lovely in her role. Very likable, and she has a really good chemistry working off of Basil Rathbone. They work well off of each other in this film. Excellently done there. And then you have George Zucco as Professor Moriarty. And George Zucco is excellent. There is a great sequence at the beginning where him and Basil Rathbone's Holmes are talking, and it is such a masterclass in how two great actors can work off of each other and do excellent with their line deliveries and everything. And this is a 30s movie. I mean, I'm not really high on the 30s movies as much as I am later movies in the classic films. Some of them were okay, but this was excellent the way this was done. Well done all around the board there. George Zucco, the rest of his performance throughout this film, he is so smooth and suave as you would want for anyone playing this character. This is the main arch villain of Sherlock Holmes. So you want a really great actor. And I think George Zucco just did an excellent job playing him. Now, my only issue with this film is the way that it ends. Now, if you've not seen this film, go watch it and then come back to the review. But my God, this is a 1939 film. If you haven't seen it, I'm not really spoiling much for you. Okay. But the ending of this film, although it's an exciting climax and gives us a really thrill-packed finale with a confrontation between Holmes and Moriarty, it is idiotic how it gets there. Moriarty is so genius throughout this thing, setting up the plans that he's got going on, and at the time that he is stealing the crown, which is his main thing that he's after, Holmes is working to try and save Ida Lupino's Anne from a killer that he has basically sent after her to distract Holmes. Watson is absolutely useless in this film, as I will get to in a moment, but he is there supposedly at the area where the theft is about to supposedly happen, and he was completely lackluster in his role there. And Moriarty was able to get into the little area and hide in there when the lights go out, and pops up later on and gets ready to steal the crown. And that's the last we see of him until the end. So then we cut to Holmes' encounter with the killer and stopping him and everything. This, in real time, movie time, is probably a moment that was like 30 minutes of time. What in the hell was George Zucco's character of Moriarty doing in there? He has the crown in his hand the last time we see him. And then after Holmes has already defeated the villain, so-called villain, and figures out where Moriarty is, he goes out and, I'm thinking he's already escaped. Then we cut to him and he's still there screwing around with the crown. And it just makes Moriarty look like a complete buffoon because of that. Now, I don't know if the studio decided at the last minute that, this was going to be, he was going to escape and Holmes was going to find out what he was really after, go there and find that the crown was missing or whatever. And then the studio maybe said, no. Let's go ahead and get this. We got to have a big final clash between Holmes and Moriarty. And it doesn't work because it makes Moriarty look like a fool. Such a shame because, you got George Zucco playing him and he plays him so damn good in this. Now, I said I'd get back to Nigel Bruce's Watson. Now, I said in The Hound of the Baskervilles that I was thinking that he was more buffoonish in the movie, and he wasn't. They did okay with the character. Still wasn't as good as Hammer's version, but he was okay in there. I guess this was the film that I remembered him being a goof, a joke throughout the whole movie. Because he is never taken seriously as the character of Watson. Watson, moment from moment to moment throughout this film, is made to look like a complete idiot in here. And it is a disservice to the character of Watson. And that just angers me as far as that goes. So, as much as this film gets right, it gets a lot of stuff wrong. So, with that being said, my final review for The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I am going to give this film a 8.7 out of 10. This could have been a 10 out of 10. This could have been so damn great had they made Watson awesome and they would have just left Moriarty escape. But what do you guys think of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members prior to it going up for all other subscribers. So if you want to get interactive and help me to get more movies, TV series, or ranking videos on this channel, become a Plus member. Well, that's the end of another Classic Movie Night. If you missed last week's Classic Movie Night, check out the link above. Or if you missed any of the videos during Classic Movie Night, check out this playlist and get caught up on anything you've missed.